Good morning, everyone. It's Melody Reels here in Winterset, Iowa at the Iowa Quilt Museum. It is Thursday morning. We are 1 minute away from 9 a.m. So we'll just wait a minute just for other people to join. I hope everybody's enjoying a wonderful May Day. It is, I'll just wait. TikTok, we don't stop. I hope everybody's doing well. And I think we're just going to go ahead and start. Again, my name is Melody Reels. I'm the director at the Iowa Quilt Museum here in Winterset, Iowa. Today is May Day, so happy May Day. And, it's a symbol of springtime. Just in case you are in the area, are going to be passing through, maybe to go to the Tulip Festival in Pella, Iowa. That's this, what did I say, Thursday? I think it started yesterday. It might have started today. Anyway, Tulip Festival's this weekend in Pella, Iowa. If you're traveling there or traveling back and you're passing through, stop by and see us. Tulips are lovely. We saw them last weekend and they were looking pretty good. So hopefully they're still looking good today. It's also International Workers' Day. I only learned that because I Googled, I don't know why I Googled May Day, but I did. And it's workers' rights and labor solidarity. Who knew? Probably other people. So anyway, being that it's May Day, I do have a couple of quilts in here that are flower related, and we'll get to those in a minute. I just real quick, Iowa Quilt Festival, 4 weeks away. I'm fine. My eye's not twitching. I'm not panicked at all. 4 weeks away. We do have a couple of changes. Patty Freed was teaching 2 classes, one on Thursday and one on Friday. She is unable to make it for unforeseen circumstances, and so we're going to have to cancel those classes. I've already reached out to people in those classes and see if they want to go somewhere else, or if they'd like a refund. The other person that's not going to be able to make it is the quilter I'm going to feature today, Irene Roderick, who's one of the exhibitors. She's not going to be able to make it either. So that changes up our schedule a little bit for Iowa Quilt Festival. Again, unforeseen circumstances. She won't be able to make it. The other 3 ladies that are here, have their quilts here, will be here. Irene was going to teach 1 class on Wednesday. Those 3 ladies, Deb, Naraja, and Susan, are going to teach that class together. Fill in and teach that class. I've already reached out to those people too. I think there's still 4 spots left in that class, considering if everybody stays in the class, knowing the change. But now you get 3 instructors instead of 1, 3 more insights, 3 times the fun. So just wanted to give you that update real quick. We're going to feature Irene Roderick, Tiny Pieces, Vast Vision. Real quick, let me see. She's in here. I'll give you a little picture of her. Oh, shoot. There she is. There she is. There's Irene. Irene, let me put my little glasses on here. She has been an artist for most of her life, painting and crafting for over 50 years. She has earned a BFA and an MFA degree from the BFA is from the University of Texas in Austin, and the MFA was a degree in California Institute of Arts. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Okay, she didn't start quilting in 2016, 9 years ago. That's when we opened the museum. And she has done amazing things in those 9 years. She thinks bigs. Her abstract forms are typically life-size ideas that stand in front of the viewer, compelling them to think all this in and remember it. The abstract shapes are mostly large, loose montages defined by razor-thin lines, and we're going to take a look at those today. Approaches give us unforgettable works of art. Each work of art has a highly sophisticated palette that is a significant contributor to the beauty, whether it is a 2-colored quilt, that one's 4, or one of a dozen shades. Irene employs color meticulously to visualize her concepts. Each of Irene's quilts leave us with an appreciation of both her mature technical skills and her unlimited imagination. Okay, I'm gonna start off with this, it's called Black Spring. Doesn't sound too springy. It doesn't look too springy either, but look, we're gonna turn it around. Boop, 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 boop. This is Black Spring. She doesn't say a lot about her quilts, so these will be short videos. I wanted to start with this as we start into spring, May Day, spring, and I'll end with the quilt behind me. Black Spring was inspired by the center of sago palms after the big breeze in Austin. Black Spring dimensions 79 height with 68 inches wide, pieced by Irene Roderick and quilted by Irene Roderick. This quilt, I had a little girl tell me she thought it looked like a turkey. No, yeah, turkey. Maybe that was Teddy. Somebody else said a Indian dream catcher. So, but let's take a little closer look at Black Spring and look at her quilting. Everything is so purposeful. To be stitching, she's got her, okay, so let's take a look. Here, quilting this way. Here, we're quilting a different direction. The lines are wavy, which go with the wavy lines of her piecing. She's got arches in here in her petals. It's so, when you're here, to just take the time and take a closer look at just all these fine details and the different shading of black, because here we are with the flower and this is now the background. And even here with the petals, their background is the different shade of black compared to the background. What? I'm so excited about these ladies coming for the Iowa Quilt Festival, because I hear it all the time, like, what is going through their brain to create something like this? And we can talk to them at the Iowa Quilt Festival and find out. They're going to do a Q&A, and they're also going to do a gallery walk and a meet and greet. So, although, unfortunately, Irene won't be here, but just this, to add this little gray stripe in here, or to add this piece of fabric that actually she pieced, that's not a printed fabric. She pieced that little black stripe in there. Just the tiniest of details. The little triangle of white in there. Nothing in here is an accident. Everything is so purposeful, even though it looks like, kind of chaotic. We're not lined up. It's just really fun. You've got this line. What is going on? There's no quilting in here. So this is Black Spring. Kind of the end of summer is what I was thinking. Or the end of winter, sorry. So we're going to turn around. We'll go this way so you kind of get a sneak peek of the rest of the gallery. Oh, what is all that? And we're going to come over here to this one. This one's called Bloom. I love these colors together. The blues and the reds and the greens. So this is Bloom, also by Irene Roderick. 85 inches high by 68 inches wide, pieced by Irene and also quilted by Irene. Quilt Story Bloom was based on a photo of cracks in a sidewalk. I often see tiny flowers, springtime, from these cracks that remind me of the fragility and perseverance it takes to survive. This one, my desk is just to the left of this quilt, so I get to see it quite a bit. And I really do. I think it's because, I don't know, usually some of the vintage prints have reds and the blues together, and maybe that's why I'm so drawn to these colors. But then to add that turquoise and that purple, the green inside the flower, just these little hints of other colors, just not very much, and they're not repeated anywhere else. I'm looking. Yeah, the gold or the green, the avocado green, the gray. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a closer look because, again, quilting, we're going one way, and then this section we're going another, and we're going another, and then we're curving with this piece here. Her quilting is just something. And again, we don't have straight lines. They're wavy. We have the arches in the petals, But I was here and I looked and I'm like, what is this? She's got a little wave in here. And I thought, is that repetitive? Does she have that somewhere else? And I was talking to some children about it. Gayleen brought in some nieces and nephews. And we looked and we noticed there's another one right here. So I feel like, I keep looking and I haven't seen any others. But springtime, windy, I mean, it could be motion. It gives motion. I mean, the quilt gives motion anyway. But this just gives little added details. Just this little bit of motion of either wind or a petal flowing off. I think of dandelions and the thistles falling off. Again, more quilting in here, just going with different pieces. And this is not one big panel, right? This white is pieced in here in different sections, and she quilts each section differently. She quilts to go with the flow of the piecing. The petals don't line up purposefully. We've got a little veining in this petal. So much fun. And then you have this turquoise here, which is also up there. You've got the purple, which isn't anywhere else. I don't believe this color here is anywhere else. This, you have a piece over there. And then you have this bright pink. Look at this little piecing of orange in here. Nowhere else. I'm looking. I don't see it anywhere else. It's just so fun. Breaking all kinds of rules, making our own rules, making our own abstract art here, which I love about this exhibit is taking your definition of quilting and expanding it, broadening it. You know, it's art. This is fantastic, wonderful artwork. And I'm so excited to share it with you, and I'm so excited that it's here. You get the different colors of blues and greens pieced in the background. Well, I thought these two were fitting, being that it's May 1st and May Day. And I hope you enjoy taking a closer look at Irene's work. We have another quilter, Deb Cachat. I hope I say her last name right. I figured I would feature two of hers next week. So hold on, I'm gonna flip around so I could say goodbye. All right, everybody, thanks for joining. There's Black Spring back there. Did I say right? And then Bloom. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you next week, 9 a.m. Thursday morning. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend.